Hello, welcome to Denver Tech Live. This show originally aired on Saturday, November 30th, 2013. So, this is Denver Tech Live. I'm Bill Holshoe. I'm President and CEO of Denver Computer Solutions. And I'm running a radio program here where we talk about technical things. Mostly computers, ways to fix them. And if you call in, we're here to help you resolve your issues over the air. Now, not all issues can be resolved over the air, but those that can, we will. But if we can't solve it over the air and you're in the Denver area, you can certainly bring your computer to Denver Computer Solutions and we'll help you with it, because that's what we do. And we do it best. So today we're going to talk a little bit about a few technical things. First thing I want to talk about are televisions, more specifically projectors. The reason this topic is of interest to me is because I recently decided that I wanted to upgrade my television. And what I did is kind of started researching a little bit, and I found out that the size of your TV directly affects the price when you purchase it. So the bigger TVs obviously cost more. And I found that I could buy a much larger projector for about the same price as I could a large TV. So, and what I did is I purchased a QUMI projector, and I paid around $600 for it. It produces an image of about 100 inches, so it's very large. It's 1080p, absolutely a gorgeous picture. It's really beautiful, and I've been really happy with it. I think now the prices are actually down on those, so I think you can get them a little cheaper now than $600. And actually, I'm kind of looking that up right now as we speak here, checking on the price. Yeah, let's see here. It's like here's one for, what is this? I think it's $359. I found one here, it looks like. So yeah, there's one with $649. It's a little higher, but I don't know what I paid. But there's one for $399. So $400 to $600 looks like, depending on where you buy it. But I'm telling you, it's a beautiful picture. And you know, if you were to buy a regular TV that size, it would be $5,000-$6,000 probably. And it works with all your devices too. Like, for example, if you have a PS3, you can connect it because it works on HDMI. And now you do have to purchase a screen. I should back up there. You don't have to purchase a screen. You can actually project your television image on a white wall if you have one. In fact, when I first got it, I ordered my screen. It didn't come in yet. So what I did is I dropped a sheet down. I just hung the sheet down, shine the picture right on the sheet, and it was pretty good. I was able to watch it for a while until my screen actually came in. I paid $200 for the screen. It's a 125-inch screen, and it's just really beautiful. I'm very happy with it. I don't see, in my mind, I don't see any reason to buy a regular TV at this point. The QUMI is approximately, I guess it's about maybe 7 inches by 6 inches, and it's about 2 inches high. It's very small, and projects this 100-inch image. It's just beautiful. I'm so happy with it. Like I said, I can't see any reason to buy a regular TV at all. Now, if you don't have space where you can actually use a projector, because you have to have some distance between the projector and the screen. Not a whole lot. I think, let's see, I'm running about, I'd say, I'm going to guess about 12 to 15 feet, probably 12 feet, I think, about 12 feet. Yeah, I think I have a projector about 12 inches from the screen, and it comes out to 100 inches. Because obviously the distance your projector is from your screen will affect the size of the image. But yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. So I think that if you're in the market for a new TV, I think it's something that I would definitely suggest you at least look into. Because I think that you might be disappointed if you actually purchased a TV and then found out later you could get this projector. So here you have a 52-inch TV and found out you could have had a 100-inch projector, or a projector that produces a 100-inch image that looks just as good as your TV. The other beautiful thing I'll tell you about the projector screen, there's no glare whatsoever. So any angle you can see it at, and so on. Ambient light in the room does affect it a little bit, but you can actually watch it with the light on. As a matter of fact, I watch TV and football games with the lighting that's in this room right now, and this is normal lighting. It's not extremely bright, and it's not directly on the screen, but it's pretty good. It's you can still watch it. Obviously, if I'm watching a movie, we turn the lights completely off, and then it's like being in a movie theater. So it's absolutely beautiful. And I got kind of lucky when I bought it too, because I bought a surround sound system that allows for multiple HDMI devices to be plugged into it, and then it diverts them, whichever one you select, it diverts it to the projector. So I have my PS3, I have an Xbox 360, and my satellite box, which gives my TV channels. They're all plugged in. I just hit a button to switch from one to the other, whichever one I want to view at the time. And it's just beautiful. Real happy with it. And at this point, there's no way I would buy a regular TV again. I would definitely buy a projector. And right now, QUMI makes the best one that I know of. I really like it. It's so compact. It's portable too. You could actually take it with you, put it in a briefcase or something, take it with you if you want to do a presentation somewhere. You could certainly do that. So yeah, it's really very, very, very cool. So I definitely would recommend it for sure, for anyone who's looking to buy a new TV. At least do a little research in the projector side. Another big point I want to make too. I looked into them before in the past, like 5 years ago or whatever, and I was certainly considering it. But the problem then was the bulbs were very expensive for the projectors, and they'd only last like 1,000 hours or something like that, or 5,000 hours or something. So every 3 years or something, probably you'd have to be replacing your bulb, and they're very expensive. So that kind of shied me away from it for sure at the time. So then down the road, when I looked into this one, it uses LEDs. That's kind of the biggest difference between this one and the ones that have been available in the past. And the beauty is that when you buy it, the bulbs are going to last probably like 30,000 hours, which is a very long time. So you're going to get many years of use out of it before you ever have to replace anything. And probably at that point, we're talking 10 or 15 years or something probably. So you might just want to replace the whole thing at that point. It'd probably be worthwhile. And so I think that's a big point, though, is that the bulbs now will last a long time. So I think that's kind of a big deal. So we're going to be going and taking a break right now. Go for a commercial break here just for a moment. And I'll be right back and talk about some more technical stuff. Once again, I'm Bill Holshoe, President and CEO of Denver Computer Solutions. You're listening to Denver Tech Live. Be right back with you. Hey, welcome back to Denver Tech Live. Once again, I'm Bill Holshoe, and I'm President and CEO of Denver Computer Solutions, here to help you solve your computer needs. And you can give us a call at 720-420-9276. That's 720-420-9276, Denver Tech Live. You can give us a call, and we will help you solve your computer issues. So a little recap real quick here. Do a little recap. Today we're talking about the QUMI projector. It's actually a portable projector. It's about 7 inches long, roughly, about 6 inches wide, I think, and about 2 inches tall. Very small, very compact, certainly portable, and it'll produce about a 100-inch image, 1080p. Just beautiful. It works great for a television, watching your TV shows through your cable box or your satellite box. You can also plug in your PlayStation, your PS3 or PS4 now, maybe, if anybody's ventured that route yet. I haven't, but right now I'm still on PS3 or your Xbox 360 or whatever, because it has a input of HDMI. So, as I said before earlier, just to recap, I purchased a surround sound system that has switching capability for HDMI, so I can plug in multiple HDMI inputs into my surround sound, which passes the video through to my projector. Very handy, so you just select the one you want and passes it right through the projector and puts it on your screen for you. So it's really beautiful. A screen, when you buy a movie screen, by nature, it doesn't have any glare on it at all. There's no glare whatsoever with it, so it works really well. I must say, I am a gamer. I do play games. I enjoy a lot of games. I play Call of Duty, and I think if you can imagine playing Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty Ghosts, one of those two, whichever one you're on right now, on a 100-inch screen, nothing better. Can't beat it. I will give a piece of advice, though. Here's a tip. I found this out. A lot of the TVs and or projectors, whatever devices, they have different, like, either places to plug into them. Like, for example, on the surround sound system I have that does the pass-through for the HDMI, there are several different places to plug into HDMI. And one of them will say, like, a satellite or TV or something like that. And one of them will say something else. One of them will say game. You always want to make sure that you plug your gaming system, your PS3 or PS4, whatever, into the games one. Make sure you use the game slot for that one. And it'll go through the others, don't get me wrong. If you plug it into one for TV, it'll work. You'll still get your image and you'll still be able to see your game. The problem is that if you go into something other than the game slot or the game setting on your TV or your projector, it does a lot of internal processing to the image before it displays it. So what can happen is you're sitting there, you're going along, and you're not plugged into the game port. You're plugged into the one for the TV, and you're playing your game. You're playing your PS3, and let's say you're playing Call of Duty, and you're going around, you're trying to find people to shoot in the game or whatever, and you throw your joystick to the left. Nothing happens. A few seconds later, boom! Now you've turned left. Huge delay, a lot of latency there. What's going on, right? Well, that's because of that processing that is done inside of the projector or the television before it actually displays the image. So it causes a lag between the movement of your controller and the way it's displaying it on the screen. So you notice all this lag. Now, if you go into the game port or you go into game setting and say, okay, this is I'm using game here. I'm not using it's not a TV or anything. It's a game machine. What it does is no processing to the image. It just shoots it right through, which prevents lag. And it can be very distracting when you have a lot of lag and you're trying to play a video game, especially Call of Duty or something like that, where it's an online game and you're playing with other players at the same time. That lag can really kill your game. So there's a big tip. Always use the game port or the game setting within the machine, whether it's a TV or projector or whatever. Make sure you go to the game setting or the game port to eliminate that processing. So that's a big tip, and I actually learned that recently because I was having that issue, and for some reason I only noticed it when I used one certain controller. But after I made that change, the issues went away, because I have a controller which is a very cool controller. It's actually shaped like the Xbox 360 controller, because I love that controller, but I'm playing on the PS3, so I really like that controller. It's really nice. But when I did notice the lag when I started using it, and I found out it was actually because it wasn't plugged into the game port. So make sure that's something you kind of take into consideration. And try it. If you're experiencing a lag, give it a shot and see if it fixes your problem. It may very well do that. So just another tip there. But we were talking today about the QUMI projector, and it's just beautiful. So I really do recommend it. I own one. I believe in this product. And I will say this: I am not being paid by QUMI at this time to promote their product. I just actually own one and I love it. And that's why I'm talking about it, because it's really a beautiful device. It's just fantastic. And the big thing is the size TV that you get and the quality of your image for the price is just phenomenal. So the whole thing. Now I did go buy a surround sound system that allows pass-through for video, and I got a good deal on it. It's a great. I mean, it was last year's model that I bought, but it was on sale. I think it was less than $200 I paid for it, and I mean, this thing will shake the house. It's unbelievable. It's very cool. I believe. Hold on, let me check something here real quick. I want to make sure. Yeah, the one I bought's a Pioneer. I wanted to make sure. I thought that's what I remembered, but it's been a while since I purchased it. But yeah, it was a Pioneer. I got it on sale, and I'm telling you, watching an action movie, it'll rock your house down. It's very cool, very very awesome. I mean, it's for a home theater. It's just it's amazing. And so I bought the QUMI projector, which cost me about $600. The screen was just about $200 after taxes and everything, I believe. It was a 125-inch screen. I got it from Best Buy. And then I paid a little less than $200 for the surround sound. So the projector and the screen were about $800 together, and then another $200 for the surround sound system. So it's about $1,000 for the whole thing. But a good TV, a good big TV is going to cost $600 to $800 probably anyway, for sure. So now the surround sound, you might already have one of those. That'd be great. You wouldn't have to buy one clearly, but it really enhances the experience when you're watching a movie on the projector with the surround sound. It's amazing. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. So that's kind of what you're looking at for cost-wise to do that home theater thing. And it does work for everything. It works for your TV, works for your games, everything. If it's something that you've kind of been thinking about, now's the time to probably look into it again, because QUMI is very much affordable compared to the other ones. Absolutely. And I really love it. It's very cool. So I do recommend looking into it for sure if you're thinking about buying a TV now at this time. So next topic, we're going to talk a little bit about drivers. And I don't mean people driving their cars in the street. I mean drivers for your computers. So what is a driver? A driver is software that goes on your computer. And what this driver does is it contains all of the instructions and ways to communicate with the device, usually external to the computer, normally. Like some USB device that you have out there, and the drivers allow you to, or installed, allow you to communicate with that device. And could be a modem, could be, you never know what it could be. It could be anything. But most devices come with drivers, like printers, they come with drivers. So you have an HP printer, and when you install the printer, it installs the drivers. So the drivers are just software that contain the instructions for the computer to communicate with the device, which normally isn't anything anybody needs to concern themselves with. Normally we buy a printer, we put in a disk, and it installs the software, the drivers, everything for us, and we bring up our notepad or Word document or whatever, and we type it out, and then we print, boom, goes to the printer, and we're done. And when that works that way, it's beautiful. And normally it does, but not always. Sometimes we get problems with drivers, a little confusion going on. Sometimes you download a driver, or maybe an update occurs, and a system update occurs or something, and a new driver is introduced, and sometimes the old driver's not gone yet. So sometimes I have a conflict like that. Like there might be two different driver versions installed for the same device. Now in Windows, Microsoft Windows, you want to go into your device manager. And I won't go through the step-by-step of how to get to device manager, but you can probably Google that to find out how to get to device manager. And then if you should see, if there's a problem with one of the drivers or one of the devices in device manager, it'll have an exclamation point on it, an exclamation mark. And then you can click on it, expand it, and then you can go ahead and go to right-click on it and go to Properties. And then you can look at the different on the tabs, different aspects of the device, and one of them is drivers. One of them is also uninstall. So if you uninstall the device and then select the option to remove the drivers also, then it'll uninstall the device and remove the driver that's associated with that particular device at that time. And then you restart your computer. If there's another driver there, it will grab that one and install it. And then you can go ahead and do that same process again. It gets rid of both drivers. Then download the latest driver for that device via the website of the manufacturer of the device. They normally have a site for support and drivers. You can download it. And at that time, then you can install the new driver. Make sure, and of course it will be the latest version. Reboot the system, install the correct driver. And at that point, you should resolve the conflict. That is probably the best procedure and normal process for doing so. So I wanted to touch base on that a little bit because I've had a lot of my customers come to me with that particular issue. They wind up having a device that doesn't work. My printer doesn't work. This doesn't work. I have no idea why. I can't figure it out. So they bring it to me, and that's what I wind up doing, is going through Device Manager and checking the drivers and make sure that there's aren't multiple versions, and make sure that we only have one version installed, and it's the latest version. And I will say this, sometimes when you do a Windows update, it has recommended updates in addition to the required updates or necessary updates. And so sometimes when you go there and it doesn't recommend an update for a particular device that you have and you install it, occasionally it's not the latest version. Sometimes the manufacturer of the website, or the manufacturer of the device, has an updated version on their website, and the one on Microsoft hasn't been updated yet by the manufacturer of the device, so therefore you wind up with an older version. That's happened before too, a few times. We're actually going to go ahead and probably take a break here. I'll be right back with you here in a few minutes. Again, this is Denver Tech Live. I'm Bill Holshoe, President and CEO of Denver Computer Solutions. And if you have any issues, you can give us a call at 720-420-9276. That's 720-420-9276. Give us a call. Let's talk about any issues you might be having. Maybe you just want to call and talk to me about something that a device or something you found that you like. Like today we're talking about the QMI projector. Something I found that I like. You found something you like and you want people to know about it? Give us a call. Let's talk about it. We'll be right back with you. Thanks a lot. Welcome back to Denver Tech Live. This is Bill Holshoe, President and CEO of Denver Computer Solutions. And this is Denver Tech Live, a radio show kind of dedicated to helping people in the Denver area with computer issues. You can give us a call, and we'll try to solve your issue live over the air. If we can. If we can't, we can give you some advice. Might have you bring it in, depending on what the issue is. But if we can solve it over the air, we certainly will. And today we've been talking about several different things. mostly the QMI projector. Beautiful device. QUMI is what it is. It's a really small, very compact TV projector. Works with your television, works with your PS3, your Xbox, runs HDMI, so pretty much any device you want to plug into it, you can, as long as it uses HDMI. There are some other inputs on it, but I'm not going to get into too much detail on those, but you can plug a standard video device into it too with proper cabling and a couple tricks. I've actually accomplished that myself. But it's a really nice device. One of the other things I want to talk about today, because I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier and I wanted to go into a little more detail. I talked a little bit about a controller that I use for my PS3, which is very similar to an Xbox 360 controller, because I find that one very comfortable. And I do play on both systems, so but I find that controller for the Xbox very comfortable. So I was kind of looking for a long time for a PS3 controller that was similar to the Xbox 360, and I did find one. It's made by a company called Geotech. The model is HF-2. It's a Geotech HF-2, and it's a really nice controller. It does have the ability to update firmware. For your YouTube viewers, there it is. That's what it looks like. It's a really nice controller. Works really well. And I did experience some lag when I first started using it. And I thought, I didn't really understand why. And it's a Bluetooth controller. It connects through Bluetooth, so it is wireless. Another nice thing I like about it, I have some other devices, or another controller I tried similar to this, but it wasn't Bluetooth. It actually had a USB device that plugged into the system, and so it went through USB. And I didn't like it because one of the things that wouldn't do those, when you touch the power button on your controller, it wouldn't turn on the PS3. And this one does do that. When you push the button, it will turn the PS3 right on. It'll come up, fire up for you, and you're good to go. And I really like that a lot. And again, it's a Geotech HF-2. You can Google that or whatever and take a look at it. And, price not too bad. I believe I paid $40 for it. Really nice controller. Works very well. And again, like I said, I did experience some lag when I first started using it. And somehow it was related to the controller in some way, because it didn't do it with the other controllers. So I did find out, though, that if you connect your PS3 to the game port on the TV or whatever device you're using, I'm using a projector, but it does have a game option in the menu. As far as display settings, it modifies the look and feel of the image that you're getting, depending on whether you're watching a movie or you're watching sports or something. And there's settings that work better for certain things. And the game setting, what it does is it doesn't do any internal processing before displaying it for you. Because what happens is with too much internal processing going on, sometimes it slows down the display of the image and then you experience lag. So you might move your player in the game or whatever with your thumbstick, and you notice it doesn't move right away on the image. And the next thing you know, after a minute, or not a minute, but a second or so, it'll finally move. And that lag can be caused by that. And when I switched over to the game port, because I'm using two devices, I'm actually using a Pioneer surround sound system, but it allows HDMI pass-through to go to my projector. So the surround sound system has a game port on it, so you have to make sure you're plugged in. I have to make sure I'm plugged in there to the game port. And then within the internal menu for the projector, there's an option to go to game mode. And when I go through game mode there, it doesn't do any processing there on the projector either. So then all of my movement and everything is in real time with my controller, which of course is what we want, no lag. And it just works beautiful. It's just been fantastic. I'm really happy with it. And I did see a lot of people complaining about that lag they experienced with this controller, the Geotech HF2. And of course, I had it too, and I looked, found a resolution for it, found it online. Somebody stumbled on it, and I got lucky and found that. But it's real nice. It's a great controller. I really like it. Just one more tip there. If you're looking for a controller that's similar to the Xbox 360 controller for your PS3, Geotech HF2 is a very, very nice device. Oh, and one other thing. It's as I said before, it works through Bluetooth, so connects to the PS3 through Bluetooth. But the other thing is, you can also plug it in wired and use it as a wired controller too. And I did that for a while before I found that solution to the lag problem. And it's a little strange to me because somehow changing the settings on the projector and surround sound system to go through game mode, it did clear it up. It's a little strange to me because I use the other controllers, like the controller that came with the PS3, the regular PS3 controller, and I didn't have that problem. And I was not plugged into the game port then either, and I didn't have the problem. When I switched to this controller, I had that issue. And then when I switched to the game port, it went away. So it's a little strange to me. It almost seems like it wouldn't be related to the game port if it's only the controller that does it. Only that controller that does it, and not the PS3 controller. But somehow it resolved the issue. At least I haven't experienced it since I switched it over, and I think I've played it probably... I might have put 10 hours on it since then. I haven't had the issue, and I used to have it every time I play. And every time I play, I'd come up with that issue. So I'm kind of happy that I was able to resolve that. Remember, Denver Computer Solutions. I'm President and CEO. I'm Bill Holshoe, and this is Denver Tech Live. We're here to try to help you solve computer issues if you're having any. So give us a call, 720-420-9276. Let us know what those issues are you're having. If you're having any, give us a call. We'll see if we can solve them for you. Listen, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And we'll be back next Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Right here. Right here on same place. And if, by the way, if you go to, check, lost my sound there for a second. Got a bad cord going on here or something. Something went wrong. Anyway, we're on Shoutcast. We are definitely powered by Shoutcast. I love Shoutcast. I set up my system with it. My radio station works very well. I had a couple of times I had to ask for a little support for their system, to ask a couple questions, billing and so on, and great people, very helpful. Answered my questions promptly, no problems. So they're good people. So also, in addition to that, Denver Computer Solutions has also produced an app recently that we're selling. And it's a very cool app. It's called Fly on the Wall. So if you've ever wondered what's going on in a room when you have to leave for a minute and walk out, and what's going on and what they're saying, or you got some specific reason to know, go ahead and pick up Fly on the Wall. It's a great app. Works with USB headset. You put the USB headset on, and as long as you're in USB range of your phone, not USB headset, I'm sorry, Bluetooth headset. As long as you're in Bluetooth range, you can hear what's going on around your phone within several feet. You can even hear somebody whisper if you have the right headphones. Works very well. So, give us a call next Saturday, 720-420-9276 at Denver Tech Live, and we'll talk about what's going on with you and see if we can help you solve some computer issues. Or maybe you have another technical question, you can give us a call and we'll see if we can help you with it. And if we can't right away, we'll certainly research it and find the answer for you. But thanks for giving us a call, and we're glad to hear from you. And you take care and have a good week, and we'll see you next Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.